Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to descale the single serve coffee maker. They recommend descaling this every 2 weeks, but I think you could go about every month, month and a half. If your water was super hard, maybe every 2 weeks. But I'm going to show you how to do it with distilled white vinegar. So you can buy this from Walmart for $1.50, and we're not going to use very much of it at all, hardly. So is your coffee not tasting right? And is your coffee maker not making hot coffee? Is your coffee maker taking a long time to brew a cup of coffee? And is it extremely loud? These are all signs that it's time to descale the inside of your coffee machine. So with these single serve coffee makers, inside here you've got a tank that's got a heating element inside of it. And when the water goes in, it gets heated up and then it gets shot through the K-cup. Here I have a water tank out of a Bun coffee maker that was never descaled. So I cut it open. Now this is on a larger scale. This was for a Bun coffee maker. But there's the hard water deposits that will gather on the sides of the tank and around the heating element. So this is why we descale. We don't want to ever get to this point. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open this up. We're going to make sure there's no K-cup here. We're going to leave that empty for the entire duration. Now, next I'm going to need 3 ounces of distilled vinegar. Pure distilled vinegar. Now it's not very much. It's okay if you go a little over. So 3 ounces of the vinegar. We're going to take that vinegar and we're going to pour it directly into where the water goes. Again, it's not very much. Now I need to add water. So I'm going to add 9 ounces of water now. This thing holds 12 ounces and they want a 1-to-4 ratio. So I put 3 ounces of the vinegar and I'm going to put 9 ounces of water. That'll give me a total of 12 ounces. We don't want to put any more than 12 ounces in the machine. Okay, so here I've got my fresh water. This is just water out of the tap, 9 ounces. And I'm going to pour it into the machine. Okay, so I'm going to put my container down here, close the lid, make sure there's no K-cup there, lock it, and just do a normal brew. What that's going to do is that's going to brew that vinegar and water inside here, kind of heat it up, and then it's going to shoot it out. You need to give yourself about 20 to 25 minutes in order to do this, because it takes about 3 minutes to run that through, but we're going to have to do a bunch of fresh water rinses when we're done with the vinegar. Check out my other video. I've got a video on how to clean the needles. There's also a little nozzle down here that's a good idea to clean. So check out that video on how to clean it, the needles. Okay, so it's running the vinegar and water through. It does stink a little bit and smell, and it will leave a bad taste if you don't rinse it out with water afterwards. Okay, so we'll just throw this vinegar and water into the sink and I'll fill it up with fresh water. Okay, we're done using the vinegar. Now we gotta do 5 or 6 freshwater rinses. So I've got this filled up to the 12 mark with just fresh water. You can use filtered water or tap water, just don't use distilled water. So we're gonna open this up. Again, make sure there's no K-cup here. We're gonna pour the water in. So this is what takes the longest, is doing all the fresh water rinses. And press the brew button. Now what can happen, so now we're doing fresh water. We're rinsing out the inside of the machine to get rid of that vinegar taste. If you still have some vinegar taste in your coffee, then you'll want to do some more, but I find about 5 or 6 fresh water rinses gets rid of the vinegar taste. Now during this process, this light may start to flash at you really quick. That just means the machine is getting too hot on the inside. So let it cool and then continue your fresh water rinses. Just unplug it and let it sit for about 5 minutes and then you should be good to go. Again, check out my other videos. I've got some video. I'm going to do a video on a reusable K-cup, how to clean the needles. I also have a detailed review on this. I recently surpassed 4,000 subscribers this week. Thanks everybody for your support. This channel would not be possible without you guys. And I'm recently an Amazon associate, and if you see my products, I'll put links in the description. If you click on those links, I do get a little bit of money that help defer the cost of when I purchase things on Amazon. So thanks again, everybody, and if you could, please like and subscribe.